Okay, so in this video, what we want to do now, quickly, we want to see how can I actually put the total cost of my basket up here. So what I want to look at is I want to look at my database, and my database is sitting online. So I'm going to log in here, and we're going to see how I can get the total of my basket. So I'm going to see which SQL statement I need to run to actually see. Hopefully that is me. Okay, so there we go. So in here, I've got my database. So let's say save that. So in this case, I want to write some queries here, and I want to see how can I get to the total of my basket. Okay, so in this case, I need to say select star from basket. Okay, so that is the first thing I need to do. And then I want to say, what's a basket number that I want to work with? So like this one, the basket ID is 34. Okay. So I want to say here where ID equals 34. So now I can have this. So now what I need is, if I look at my other tables, um, details there, where can I see all my tables? So I have basket items. Okay, so I need to say select star previous queries. I want to do this, select star from there. And I want to say join. Let's make this bigger. And we want to say join. So we want to say basket underscore item. Okay. We want to say join on. Okay. So we want to join on basket item on. We want to say basket item. So in this case, I want to say basket item dot basket underscore ID, and that is equal to basket .id. So if I run that, you will see, okay, where ID. So now it's wondering which ID. So here I need to say basket ID. So in this case, I need this, execute, okay. So I'm running this, so it's giving me all these, but what I still don't have, I don't have how much each item cost. If I look at my tables, I've got my fruit, so now I need to join fruit in as well. So I need to say join fruit, and then I need to say on fruit.id is equal to, so now you want to say basket item dot fruit dot basket item fruit ID is equal to, okay, so that is like that. Okay, if I run this query, let's see what comes back. Okay, so now I've got the price and everything. Okay, so what I now actually want is, so now I've got the quantity. So now I do want to say quantity times with the price. So that will give me the price of all the baskets. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to say, I want to sum them together. Okay, so I want to say sum. So if I do this, this will give me the price of all the items in the basket. It looks weird though. Something is not right. Let's see what it is, because that is not the right, or is it just because it's to the power of 2? Let me just see. This quantity times price, and then it's sum. Yeah, so it's just because of the way that it is running it here. So let's see. So this is a query that I need, okay, to get the sum, the total price of the basket, okay? It's like the total cost of the basket. So if you look at this, so if you want to go back to VS Code, so what I need to do now is I need to go to my factory function. So, and I basically want to add a new, so I'm going to create a new function. I'm going to say async, and I'm going to say a total basket cost. Okay, and then what's going to be coming in here is my basket ID. Okay, and then I say function. Okay, and then what I'm doing here is total basket ID. So I'm going to say const SQL, and then I'm doing this. Okay, and then I'm going to say yeah, $1. Okay, so we have this. We're joining on this, so I can say yes. So sum, and then I'm going to say from here, and over here I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to say as total underscore cost. Okay, so what I have here is, so now what I want to do is I want to say pool dot query. Okay, and here we're going to run the SQL, and then I'm going to pass in basket ID. Okay, so then I'm going to say await, and I'm going to say const results. Okay, and here I'm going to say that I need to have here, so what I need to say here is results 0. Okay, so I'm going to say here if results dot rows dot, I mean, I think I can say this. I can say row count here also. Okay, if row count is greater than 0, then what we are returning is results. So it's result. Let me rename it to result instead. Control D. Rename it to result. Okay, result dot rows, the first item, and then I am saying that I want the total cost that I want to return. Okay, so I'm returning the total cost. Otherwise, I'm going to say if I don't return anything, I just return 0 for now. Okay, if the total cost is 0, we know something is wrong at the moment. Okay, so that's a total basket cost. Okay, and then what we want is we want here. Okay, so so what we can do now at this stage, I'm not going to write the unit test. I'm just going to see if I can integrate this into my app. So let's see how we would do that. Okay, that's quite interesting. So now what we need to do is I'm going to this root here. Okay, so list baskets. So if we go into here, so let's go to definition. So list basket. So what we actually have here at the moment is this returns all the baskets. So this is all the rows we have. So what I want to do here is I want to do something extra. So I would want for each basket, okay, for each basket, get the total cost. Okay, so that's kind of the part we need to do now. Okay, so I have this method down here, total basket cost. So what we can do now is let's see. So now we can say results. Okay, and then we can have map. Okay, so now I have a basket. Okay, and then for each basket, see I'm using an arrow function here. So for each basket, I want to say, here const, and what I need here is we need async. Okay, is this going to be working? We'll have a look just now. So we're going to say we have basket here. And then what I'm going to say is I'm going to say total basket cost, and I'm going to say await here. And then I'm going to say here basket.id. Okay, so we're going to say this, and then we're going to const, we're going to get back total underscore cost. Okay, so this will calculate the total cost for each basket. And then what I want to do is I want to basically add this onto my basket. So I want to say basket, almost said casket there, basket dot total cost is equal to total cost. Okay, and then what I want to return is basket. Okay, so now what I want to do here is const results results with total cost. Okay, so results with total cost. We want to do this. We want to do this over here. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so I've done all the work. I put the total cost that's coming back. I put it into my basket. I return this. So the map function return now some baskets, and each basket should have a total cost inside of it. So if everything worked according to plan, and I am going to my, let's do the index. If I going to the index screen, index.handlebars, if I'm going here, so let's have a look. We're going to have total underscore cost. Okay. So let's see if that worked. Okay. So if I'm going here, I refresh. That's not the right screen. Going back here. Oh, something totally weird happened. Something's not right now. So let's have a look. Okay. I think I know why this pretend. No, I'm not even sure. Where is this? Um, Okay, so let's see in the code. Total cost. So something's totally went wrong now. Total cost. So let's have a look. List baskets. So let's see in this service here, what is this thing returning? Okay, if this async thing here worked or not. Add fruits. Okay, so let's just see Control Z. And we say here Control X, we say console. Log. Okay, and then we do something like this, results with total cost. So let's just see if I refresh here, what on the face of the planet. Oh, promise.pending. Okay, why is it saying this? Okay, maybe. Okay, so it didn't quite work the way here. So each of these coming back is a promise. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to do this slightly differently. We can't actually use a map here. Okay, so what we need to do is I'll do that. Okay, so I'll say for, then I say const basket of, and then I say results. Okay, so we're just doing something like that. Okay. And then we still have the same thing here. Control X. So I say have got a basket, and then so then I need to say results total cost dot push, and then I'm pushing in my basket. Okay. So let's see. So I've got this await in there, and let's see if that's any better. Okay. So let's have a look. If we go here, Control R, writing the code. Oh, it's okay. So now it's working. So now I've got totals here. So the long and the short here is when I did a promise at all, and I took a callback, this await thing here broke it. Okay, so using map with callbacks is an issue here. So what we want to do is what we actually results with total cost. Okay, so now we have total basket cost over here, and then I'm getting the amount back. So at this point in time, we don't put any zero amounts on the screen, which is interesting. So I suppose what we want to do is if total cost, so let's just see what happens for the basket that doesn't have any values. So let's just see in the back end what that does. Okay, it's null. Okay, so in this case, so we want to have one of two things. We want to say if total, so we want to say here, if total cost, so if it's a valid value, we put it here. Okay, we put it there. Else we say that basket total cost is equal to 0. Okay, so I go here, let's go here, Control R. So now let's see, it's still not there. Oh, it is. Okay, so it says 0 like that. Okay, so what we actually want to say for those ones, we want to say 0.00. I don't think it will actually do that. It will round them off. You will see here. But what we could do is we could make them equal to a string like that. Okay. You run them. Let's see now 0.00. That's much better. And then in our template, what we want to do is we want to just put a rand sign there. Okay. Just because we're working in rands. So we just show the total cost. So now we say, hey, if this is an orange hamper, and we put some oranges in there, and we put, say, 3 of them in there, then we can submit 675. What happened to the quantity there? I thought I had more oranges there. So if we do 3, submit. Okay, so there is various oranges in there, back to here. So now it's showing me the total of the hamper over here. Okay. So what we could actually do as well, we can get to a point we want to say, hey, I want to show the total cost of the basket on this screen, on my edit screen. Okay. So to do that, so where's edit? What do I need to do? So I want to go into here, and then I want to say here, I can just put a div here. I don't know, div, and okay, div, do something like that, and then I can say strong here, and then I can do this, total cost, and then I can say span. Okay, and then what we want to say here is we want to say total cost. Okay. And then we could potentially put a rand sign here. So let's see, Control R. So if I do this total cost here is at rand sign. So what I want to say here, class. So I don't know if I do have margin bottom one. I don't know if I have that. Yes, I have a class like that, which that's great, adding a little bit of space there. So at the moment, total cost has not been set. Okay. So what we should do now is in our index, so in our root, so where are we? So we are edit. Okay, so we're doing a lot of things already. Okay, so we just want to add another call to our factory function here, and we want to say await. Okay, we want to say fruit basket dot get total cost. And then we also want to save the basket ID that I want the cost for. Okay. And then I need to send the total cost to the screen. So was that what we called this function? Get, okay, total basket cost. Okay. So this should be total basket cost over here. If I refresh that, and if all goes according to plan, yes, you see there's the total now. So if I go here, and I say, let's put a few bananas in here as well. But 6 bananas, we update that. And then if things go according to plan, you see there's our total. If you total these things, is that right? But yeah, 91, yeah, that looks good. Okay, if you go back to baskets, okay, let's see. So now I've got totals working here as well. So yeah, so that is how we go from, we took a query that we wrote here, this join, that's joining the basket table with a basket item and the fruit to bring all the prices together. That is now how we can go about to actually link them all together. Then we can put the totals onto the table. So then we had to create a factory function. In this method in our factory function, we use it now at various places in our app. Display the total cost of the basket. So I hope that helped you and that you learned a few things along the way. And now we have some totals in our basket.